I was about to do my intro without being muted. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you find yourself in. My name is Gluefoot. I am continuing my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Yeah, I thought I got the red die. Did I not? Yeah, okay, I did. Yeah, and I died a couple pieces. So that hopefully I'm just a bit more red when going through these. Yeah, did not have time yesterday to do what I wanted to do. Family showed up in town, and frankly, I didn't even get my errands done because I overslept. So, yeah, it's got to be a short stream today because I need to cut it off in 2 hours so that I can make it to my emissions appointment because I need a car. Or rather, I need to continue having my car. Yeah. I'm not excited about it, but it is a reality of my life right now. So that's what it is. Sudden. You've arrived in time to witness the beginnings of our new alliance. Our proposal struck a chord with many of our neighbors, I'm pleased to say. Ukojin, the Confederacy, or whatever it is. Naxian. Huh? I'm come to represent the lands of Naxia. Long have we struggled in defiance of the Empire, waiting for just such an opportunity as the Alliance presents. Okay. Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. Kojin and the Confederacy, you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the Steppe tribes. We have also been joined by our neighbors from Naxia, the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca, though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official introduction. These proud peoples have united under a single purpose: to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. I'm glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have need of your strength. Kind of forgot what happened last time, specifically. I mean, I know we met Emmett Selch, but, oh, right, we were investigating Alphino. Okay. I thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate was never far from my thoughts, and not only because he is our emissary. As for this sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Alamiga would be wise to shore up its borders with all haste. The report we received from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow. But I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall in the burn is in place. All-important Allegan energy barrier. The energy barrier. Yes. I thought to call it something more auspicious. A name drawn from the four lords of legend, perhaps. Saryu's Aegis, or some such. Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers report that they have finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field which protected Azizla firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. I saw it before briefly helping to destroy it. I will come too if you don't mind. Though I am no Yeshtola, I may be able to offer some insight. Of course. The time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yukiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the War Council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are settled and ready, my lord. Wear the storms. We'll cross the burn by Yol and Falcon as before. Join me out at the overlook near the House of the Fierce. Hopefully I hit level 74 today. I have been looking forward to it for so long. And it's honestly like literally nothing. Like just getting upgrades to my abilities and it's like, oh yeah, congrats, your abilities are now like on par with what the rest of your abilities can do. But I think just having a few extra abilities named Shadow is nice for going into Shadowbringers. Oh. Yen, hi. Give the word when you are ready to take wing. Yes. These are the power converters Luke wanted.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Fires and missiles. Okay, first we pick it up, then fires and missiles.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming.
Hopefully we don't come under attack. Oh, damn.
1,000 yards.
Yeah.
2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Oh, they just have to get over a 5,000 yalm barrier. That worries me.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us. Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
They needed us to pull off that trick in Heaven's Ward with busting down the barrier, right? They didn't have the tech for that. Yes, may I help you? Oh, that figures.
By the gods. It's Alpha now. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Little shoes.
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
What, did he get yoinked? And didn't we kind of, like, feel like we needed his expertise to help solve that problem?
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
It is Gaius. Gaius Van Belsar.
Aye. Gaius Van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished. Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded?
Not really.
How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea?
I remember that, and I remember you being pissed as hell that you were
The
tricked.
Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians. The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge.
Well, good for you, honestly.
My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion.
Yeah, that took some effort, though.
But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired.
Ah, good.
Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know.
I didn't, but
Yet
okay.
among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source.
Yeah, the 14
Gabrieles, who
parallel
once
world.
dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, His powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source.
Right.
The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive FFXIV Selch, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this FFXIV Selch is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence
Okay,
to
so I guess
suggest that
that's
an
how it's a
Ascian
spoiler,
now
is that
walks in
it's
the
sort of
body the
revealing that
Crown
that
Prince.
Ascian is Selch, but
Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets.
Isn't Elidibus
It
also
was on the
responsible
trail of this
for
very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a
corrupting
failed
the church?
uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
how morally
Toxic gas?
superior.
This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Oh, they most definitely
Put
are.
your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch.
What do you say?
Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Ciegalvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
Oh. Huh.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland.
Well, we as the... I wonder what that guy's intentions are. Yeah.
It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. If you get uppity, I'll just kick your ass again. We'll settle this another time. Hey, welcome in, Valley.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
It is funny how he almost just like... How Ian was like,
I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to
I
cleverer
wish he had
minds.
fucking died.
Let us
And then
bid
it's
our
like, oh wait,
friends from
shit,
the
Alphinaud's
Ironworks
there.
farewell, and see what can be done for Alphinaud back in Dorma.
More cutscenes. Alphinaud is safely ensconced in a private chamber. Our finest healer is examining him as we speak. I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphinaud is lost in a sleep from which he cannot be awoken. Just like the others. Seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustration, Alize, I do. But Alphinaud has returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as a scion. Yours and your brother's both. Alright, of course. There are arrangements to be made, and little time to make them. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Seriu's wall works as intended, can we inspect reinforcements for Alamigo? We most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our force must be transported by sea. A lengthy voyage, for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Aldenard Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distances in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Aldenard friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Alphinaud a berth aboard one of their best vessels. I shall have a Chirurgeon accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stones. You have my thanks, Lord Hien. Yugadi, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo. Enlist all those capable of teleportation, and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. Least and the Alliance leaders would be glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. Meanwhile, at the Black Rose chemical plant.
Our supplies at Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
See that you do.
I don't remember him hearing him speak much. Guess we're getting more of that.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention.
His facial expressions are so good.
A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds.
And the only reason I know that guy
If
is
it
Emmett
spares
Selch
the
is
needless
because of the
deaths of our
voice.
soldiers and serves the
Spoiler,
cause
I
of
guess,
this
but-
empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
God, I'm just gonna look up this voice actor's
Silent agent of death.
credits just so I can see him in
Now
more
that I
stuff.
think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence.
Huh.
Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Bigger things.
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
You wanted the Empire
It
throne
was
to chaos.
by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed.
He's capital E evil, and I love it.
Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome.
I see. That was the
You
purpose of the
dabbled
clone.
in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus. Like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
He just... I want to clap at every line.
This will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
It's crazy as well that, like, it doesn't come off to me as, yes, this person is acting. No. It comes off as, this is a fucking nutcase. Which is how you know the acting is good. It doesn't come off as acting, it comes off as, this guy's a fucking nutcase. We must leave now to convene with Eorzea's leaders, and it may be some time before we return to Doma. Hakuro, I leave you, man. My lord. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. Just received word from Lys. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the Lochs, we're to report to a resistance officer stationed in Porta Praetoria who will point us in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. Okay. Ah, you must be the Scion party I was told to look out for. If you follow me, I'll take you directly to Alliance headquarters. Where?
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, were our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news,
I'm supposed to say I have good news and bad news first.
So, Alphino won't wake up, Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that actually just about covers it.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal.
Yep, welcome to the Scions.
Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it.
Alright. So, what do we do?
As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varissos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varus did sanction the Popularis peace mission.
I don't know.
Knowing
Still
that
feels
an
weird.
Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, But I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you meant Alizé.
God, Lise. You know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
Yeah.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
I'm literally right here. What?
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
I see. Okay. You're assuming mutual exclusivity in the request?
That's settled then. We don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Well, I don't suppose it's polite to keep an emperor waiting too long. Shall we? Parley with the emperor? Yeah. Oh, this is so bland. Well, how are you gonna fit in that chair, my guy? Hey, Ian. Ian, trade me spots. Ian, trade me spots, quick. Before the meeting starts. Ah, he sat down.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, on behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Fair enough.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue.
Yeah, but his goal is to sow chaos. Or at least that's
Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated.
When you ruled, the Beastmen were summoning primals left and right.
Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Dorma can also attest to the meager arms of imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Yeah.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
If what you had can be called peace.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You
He's also
expect us to
taunting
lick
us.
the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Okay, good. Roban held himself back. Good.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
Indeed.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Their leader being removed opened them up to peace because the motivation was removed.
Without his clarity
Not
of
because
vision,
of
I can but
a
wonder what will become of
demoralizing
Ishgard and her
forces.
people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own.
Yep.
On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
And that's coming from basically pirates.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers?
You should believe it more because it's coming from pirates. Don't, he's goading you.
I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen?
Yes.
You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
You don't threaten creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
Yeah, because you sat here
Despite
and were a
what
little
you
bit...
leave, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward.
Okay, my game froze for a minute and I got scared.
Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Also, the whole reclaiming lands thing doesn't apply to Alamigo? Like, that just falls apart immediately. It took me a while to think about. Probably too long, but... Merwib, I gotta ask how you feeling. We're not wholly honorable, but our old wrongs do not make the Empire's deeds right. Yeah, exactly. Is it... He has no plan of hearkening to our entreaties, but what then is his goal? Yeah, his goal is to just be a dick. The rebuttal I had in mind was lost when Varys mentioned my father. The man is certainly skilled at keeping his opponents off balance. For a moment I feared our talks would descend into violence there and then. Alisaie speaks of her dislike for politics, but her honest plea may very well have prevented an early battle. This really isn't my forte. After his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could not do to not swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphinaud would have done, and tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. There really is no common ground to be found with that man. Nor do I think he looked for any. But the question becomes, what did he come here to do? As you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it was, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have some insight to share. Well versed in Origin history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there is much more we do not know of the Empire. It's up to us to change that. You'd have me ask the Emperor himself. Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. But for our Lady Alisaie's timely interjection, we might well have come to blows in the negotiating table. Not that Emperor Varys left us a great many options. Is unconditional surrender all that he will accept, do you think?
Ere he arrived, I'd say yes. But having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind.
Exactly. He's building up to something. I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light?
Invite Varus to explain himself, say nothing of Xenos or the Ascians.
You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at his ease? Mayhap you are right. Thank you, Aden.
This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Emperor Varus' relationship to the Ascians.
As had we all.
If he is in league with them, he is not like to volunteer the fact. And if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach that particular subject, we will need to be subtle.
Would that I knew more of the man. If you would indulge me, Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute?
There is no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens come of that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being that of His Radiance's own person.
That sounds suspiciously like religion in itself.
I share your disdain for their hypocrisy. Even as they denigrate the idea of faith, they revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine. It is a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of various discrepancies might prompt Varus to reveal something.
You've spoken with everyone, then? Good. Now all that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor, and hope we fare better at the second attempt.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
Not a fan of growling, but I will believe in Nanamo there. But this is the right call.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affair surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons posed to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
Exactly.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause.
Unlikely.
My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
Oh, god damn it, he's a supremacist.
What in Rulga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of the star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother.
No, that's actually just a you problem.
You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined.
Okay.
That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Not exactly.
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom.
Too late.
My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing.
This dude has read all of Nietzsche.
I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
Ooh.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
They don't want peace. They want to revive a dark god. Your prize is a lie. Your master's demon.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence. Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs.
Okay, you're just crazy.
Would be the masters of our own fate.
Oh, that's a crazy camera angle.
I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
They have the fucking anti-dimples
You want to
that you
trigger
have.
another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable, unconscionable.
We're done here.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps.
Yeah.
But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
Oh yeah, he's not truly uniting the worlds, is he?
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
You're not even accomplishing that, my guy. You're not that guy, pal.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
Ooh.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
Yeah, there's no point to what you're doing, my guy. Why do I keep calling him my guy? Cannot condone such. Defeat the Ascians as we are. It's a fucking skill issue. Skill issue on your part, Varys.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
I like how we have enough fighters here that, like, Nanamo's the only one who probably doesn't fight.
Never cease to disappoint me.
Oh, like I cared.
Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages.
I can't wait to put your head on a
This discussion
spit.
is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Ooh, scary. Hey, did you know your son killed himself like a little bitch? Sorry, that was uncalled for. Not the taunting of the Emperor, but using a word so, like, steeped in the culture of, like, misogyny and masculation and whatnot. Xenos was absolutely weak-willed, and the fact that he killed himself was frankly pathetic. I say this as someone who has gone through suicidal ideation. You don't just do that because you lose your honor. What, you failed one project? And it's like, dude, like, come on, fucking sit with it for a couple months at least, man. You're not hard. I came back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle. Though as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, it did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. And so many nations.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose.
The last of the reinforcements from Doma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
Oh, we're gonna try to clash with them here? Okay.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Hear, hear.
Alright.
Two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Yep, I'm always up for a scrap.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to counter on me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Oh, I'm ready to do more than frighten them.
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
No, you would not.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
Thank you.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands.
Oh, third music transition.
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come.
Hey,
May the
Lucius here.
crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it.
Yeah, true.
It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right. So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
Alright. And to think how far we've come since we met them
No
in...
matter what happens, we have to
Britannia.
survive together.
Yep, survive. Alright. Gimlet Dark now accessible. Let's do it on... Average item level 360. Oh no. What is my item level? 343? What's holding me back? 73. Even then. 15 to 90. To 90. To 90. But, I mean, what's my monk at? 387. Okay, I guess we're doing duty support. Oh, damn. Can I pull more guys? Yeah, alright. Alright, well, been a while since played Monk, but I don't know, something writing like, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I was a little bit afraid that I might need to do some duty, but I guess as long as we're just going through trenches, it's aight. Oh, hello. Oh, Pugnax. Okay, that's fine. Build my Fists of Fire, even though I could probably be using the Tone Fuzz Jester pack. Like, still have it look decent. You a boss? Yes, you are. Oh, I just stood in that AoE, like it didn't even matter. And I guess to some extent it didn't, but eh. Mark 3-B Magitech Colossus.
I've never seen that prompt before, interestingly, but it kind of makes sense once you see it in action, what's going on. Oop, I got hit by that.
It's all over now.
All over now. That's only the second tank buster I've seen him do, but I've seen him do like all of his other moves. Kind of crazy. Probably could have saved that until after the cerulean thing, but I don't know. Field of dust is no longer shield. Man, this is a long ass dungeon.
Let us be about it!
Do they get mad if I go on ahead? Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to pull some of these. Okay, cool. They got with the program. Let's see if the NPCs can keep up. Being elitist with NPCs does feel weird, but they seem to be doing just fine.
Out of my way!
Another thing that's like closed off until we kill these guys? Yeah, probably. Oh, I see.
I shan't hold back!
Pippin!
Out of my way!
I'm gonna run out of my punch card. Oh, got it.
Ready?
Oh, Scorpion Guardian. Nice. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Final Fantasy VII now. Probably could have pulled them all. I don't know. This one's weird. It feels like even if I were with other players, it would have pulled me, or rather, it would have like gated all of these things. Prometheus. Okay. Can't be harder than Prometheus and Hades too. Honestly, I'm getting pretty used to that fight now as well. It's kind of nice. Oh. I see. You're making the arena smaller.
Out of my way!
Oh, and it goes underground. Okay. Fair enough. I totally missed that telegraph. Hey. How was it? What? How was I supposed to know where it was going to come out of?
Out of my way!
Nitro spin. That would be a good chance to use Feint. Oh, wrong punch card. And how do they know where it's gonna come in? I don't understand. Or are they actually, is it actually on the walls? Am I just missing that? Am I blind?
Let's give them a show.
Okay, cool. Finally. American Kane-sena.
You underestimate me!
Oh yes, an open field. Whatever could be waiting here?
You shall fall soon enough.
Forward! Forward!
Ah, another Magitech Colossus. Okay.
Enough!
You shall fall soon enough.
Okay. Ah, god dang it. I got jump scared. Okay. Hey, more mooks. Oh, hey. Let's dogpile these fools. Yeah, why not? Huge big battle going on, but let's have all of our commanders and like strongest fighters and dogpiling on one robot gorilla. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stack that kind of roll instead. Magitech missile, get it, because it's like magic missile. Oh, there's other guys here too. Okay. Do I have upgraded Grease Lightning yet? I think I need to check that. One that gives me 100%. Another one?
Let us be about it!
Come on, man. You gotta run out of these eventually. Yeah, we need another one of those shields.
Time to get serious!
Oh, come on, how come she gets going to break? Come on, Adam, leave these soldiers to us. You just have to show me up like that. Why? Come on. Alright, what's in store for us here? The Emperor. I'm guessing. Savages bested our vanguard. Impressive. But in the end, they are only that. Savages. Now, let us be brief. His radiance awaits. Hey, you fucking simp. Anya Corsoranus Julia. Anya and Julia Corsoranus? Oh. Okay, so we can't hurt Anya at the moment. Just have to whack on Julia. That does sound weird now that I say it out loud. Oh, hello. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so there's that one.
Soon enough.
Oh yay, now it's both of them. How? I'm sorry, were they just bouncing? Yeah, nice. You didn't hit any of us.
Enough! Out of my way!
You shall fall soon enough.
Okay, almost there. Assuming there isn't a final phase, but there probably will be. Oh no, they're gonna release their ultimate technique. You who have witnessed this twice. Oh no, witness. I'm fucking taking it on this. Okay, well, I did die to that, fair enough, so maybe I should have been scared. Talking mad shit, and then failed to pay attention. I messed up. Okay. Yeah, messed up a lot in there. I'll admit I was kind of lost because it was like the little lines on the floor. You've served our purpose. Come, we shall withdraw for now. What? I didn't actually... Oh, come on.
Ninja dust.
Sorry, I'm getting a bit loopy. I was talking mad shit, and then I got my ass kicked. All right.
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
We took out their field
You
commanders.
were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
I'm
we
down.
should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Oh no.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity.
You gotta give me more info than that.
Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right?
For now, yeah.
Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
The Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. But this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not. They won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time and whittle down our fences. Still, with your help and that of our eastern allies, we've passed their first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alizé, well, he's in good hands over at the infirmary.
My lord, the chirurgeons have completed their examination of Mistress Alizé, and it is as we feared. She is locked in a slumber without any outward cause. It's like the others. Oh, damn it all. Aye, the Guardians picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, with the enemy on our doorstep. Not spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. Best I can do is see to it that Alizé is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Ugari and I would return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the Far East is under sail and all must be made ready for their arrival. I will not keep you then. Judging by the Guardians' recent movements, or lack thereof, they will be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Alright, fair enough. Oh, we're almost done with Stormblood. Ooh, okay. And that includes post-Stormblood. I didn't realize we were that far. Ah. My leg. Alright, I went running before this, and I didn't stretch out properly because I was hurrying around doing stuff. Ah, Arden. Welcome home. Word has it you and Mistress Alizé gave the Guardians quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alizé? I'm certain she would have returned by now. By the 12. Not her, too. Oka and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send a message to Tatara post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you, too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Coltene, Kryl, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole, after all. Though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us. For the time being, at least. Oh, dang it, I forgot to do that on my Dark Knight. Oh, cutscene. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Yeah, the Emperor's gonna arrive. Wait, Xenos? Oh, right, he is still alive. After a fashion. Whoa. What is a good fall? Requiem for Heroes. Okay, we just have 2 more quests. Let me switch back to Dark Knight. Ah, Auden. Yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. Though, if you've come to inquire about our stricken brothers and sisters, I'm afraid I have not to report. I'm debating whether I do this now or I finish it later. Coltonay and the others have continued their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all in my power to assist them. Alas. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphino had been brought here and wished to see if his condition had improved. Oh, Maxima. I did the wrong voice for that. Master Auden, I have heard about the part you played in driving back the Empire's forces. And thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such words must come coming from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I chose to share all that I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, I am content to bear that ignominy. It will seem a small price to pay if it helps to prevent this conflict from escalating any further. And that is why... But enough of my prattling. War is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphino. Acquaintance of Auden and Alphino, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company. If you follow me, sir. When word reached me that Alphino had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him. Poor lad. It pains me to see him thus. I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The Popularis could not have wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I traveled here in the company of another acquaintance of yours. Sid? He waits my return at North Silvertier, and I am certain he would be glad to see you. Assuming you can spare the time, that is. I mean, Sid's the only dude with a ship around these parts. Alright, I'm gonna call stream here so that I can make sure I am on time to my missions check. I'm not gonna do Final Fantasy next Friday. I don't know if I'm even gonna stream that. But if I am, it is most certainly going to be Slay the Spire 2. And with that, I need to do some inventory management. With that, I'll see you in a month or so. I'm going to be out of town, so have a good one. And take care of yourselves. Hope you have a good one. Bye.